Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, Wow, look at that. One of my second graders went crazy yesterday and ripped up one of my letters. 1, 2, ready, here we go. And she hit me a couple times too. Good morning and happy Monday. I wanted to film before I go into school because I know I have a lot to do. I need to rearrange my room so that we can have the ORF instruments out all day. So I'm going to put my sit spots into rows. I also need to make copies of my second grade SLO and lots of other stuff. So I had a feeling I might run out of time and not be able to update you in the morning, but I'm really excited for this week. This is the week that my choir starts, so I'm looking forward to see how many more papers I'm going to get before Thursday. So far I have 10 spots filled out of 30. But my students' families tend to do things a lot last minute here, so I'm expecting quite a few more to show up before Thursday. And then I'm also in the process of possibly planning a field trip for my 5th graders to go see a musical at my old high school, because it's in the district, but it's a creative and performing arts school, so it's very different than the other high schools in the district, and it's just a cool opportunity. So I'm working on getting that done. It might not happen this year, but if not, I'll at least know what to do for it to happen next year. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good week. I'm going to use a lot of Quaver in my 4th through 6th grade classes this week, so that's different. I've used bits and pieces so far, but I'm going to use like a whole Quaver lesson for this week and next week probably, because I don't think we're going to finish it this week. But yeah, happy Monday! Shake their hands, say nice to meet you. A lot. Nice to meet you. 1, 2, ready, here we go. Pumpkin, 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 hold on, you go. I got it. 1, 2, ready, here we go. Sorry for the random video of the wall, but I had to have you hear their reactions. They're playing a new game called Pumpkin Pumpkin, and it's like a hand clapping game. So basically at the end of it, every time they flip, so they end up facing a new partner, and the new partner is, you know, if they're not thinking ahead, which they don't, it's always a surprise. So they're always like, ah, I can't believe there's another new person there. So I just wanted you to hear those reactions. But just finishing up lunch now, about to have 3rd grade. I have to take them to vision screening actually today, and then I'll have kindergarten. Alright, I made it through Monday, and it wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. Had to send 2 kids to the art room, 1 6th grader, 1 kindergartner, because they just could not get it together. And other than that, it was fun. We did some stuff with ORF instruments. You heard how excited they were to do Pumpkin Pumpkin. I actually was surprised. This was my really low kindergarten class, and they were able to do the Pumpkin Pumpkin hand game, so that was pretty exciting, because if they can do it, then pretty much any other class can do it. But yeah, pretty good day. Now after school, I have to go hang out with my mom for a little bit and go to a meeting, and yeah, I'll probably check in tomorrow because my camera says it's dying, and I don't think it'll go on after I turn that off, so I'll see you on Tuesday. Good morning. I was smart today and brought in my tripod. I've been like balancing my camera on top of like tissue boxes, so this maybe will look a little bit better, or it won't look any different at all, whatever. I'm super excited because I found out that my packages were delivered Saturday, but they were delivered to our apartment clubhouse, so that's why I didn't get them. Thought they were stolen at first, but they weren't. So I have a car mount for my camera and a car mount for my phone and a new memory card, which is great because I have so many vlogs on this memory card that I still need to post. Like, I have so much content to share with you guys. I'm just really bad about getting it out of my camera. So the good thing is I'll never run out of content, at least for like 6 months. Bad news is I suck. But yeah, oh well. Today's Tuesday, so I get no 6th grade and I get double kindergarten, and it should be a decent day. This is all new lesson material for them, so I always love teaching stuff that's new. And they get to play with ORF instruments, so that'll be really exciting for them. I'm enjoying this Quaver lesson. So what I'm using, if you have Quaver, I'm doing the musical alphabet video. Then I'm passing out Orff instruments and sort of explaining my etiquette for using them. Then we're doing the I Can Read pitches. And then we are doing, oh, it signed me out of my account. Good. But yeah, we're doing I Can Read pitches, and then we're doing like, it's called jumping jacks. And we're not getting past I Can Read pitches this week, but next week we'll do I Can Read pitches probably again, then jumping jacks, and then we are doing, hold on, it's about to show up. I'll actually show you what it looks like because it's really cool. So this is my Quaver account. What am I looking for? My custom lessons. Because I took the stuff they have on here but made it into my own lesson. Lines and spaces 4 to 6. Launch. So that's the musical alphabet. They think this is really funny, even though he's super goofy. I Can Read pitches. We're just doing G and E on all of these, and it comes with like a little backtrack, which is cool. Then Jumpin' Jacks, which is a song. Jumpin' Jacks, like a kangaroo, or like a kangaroo. Sorry. Yeah, when you can't read, so on me, because it is 7 a.m. Yeah, my bad. Anyways, so that's a backtrack too. It's really fun. Then the lines and spaces video. There's the crazy grandma, but we haven't gotten to that yet. And then staff champion, which is really fun. I'll have them come up to the board and try to pick. I'm going to try to get a wireless mouse before next week. That would be when I see my next, when they would get to this, because it'd be fun if they could actually click it. My screen, my whiteboard has smartboard capabilities, but I still don't know how to use it. Maybe I can figure that out before next week. But yeah, spaces champion. And then this is like a quiz, like what did you learn today? We'll just say this all out loud. And then this is what we learned, and it like reviews it. We learned to name the lines and spaces, blah, 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 blah. Then treble staff champion, and I'm going to turn, and you can like start the game and like give them a score. So I'm going to do that in teams, and then I'm going to do note relay in teams, and they just will come up and have to fill in the next letter. And yeah, we're going to do all 4 of these. And that's it. So I'm doing that with 4th through 6th grade. And then 3rd grade. Yes. 2nd grade this week is taking their SLO, their pre-SLO, which they don't know the answers to basically. And then I'm going to start some stuff with 2nd grade because there's a lot of stuff on the SLO that they know nothing because they haven't had a real music teacher. They've had a sub. And they watched videos like the whole past 2 years, so my K1, 2 know literally nothing. Well, K has started with me, but 1 and 2 know nothing. And yeah, so I got a lot to do with them, but I'm really excited because I sort of like that they don't know anything, because I know that any growth they make is simply because of what they've learned in my class, so that's like a really cool feeling. Like if I came into a program where there was this amazing teacher the past few years and they already know all this stuff, I couldn't really tell what I've taught them, but now I know, like, oh, I taught them that. Like, it's just really a cool feeling. The mess. Just want to show you the mess that is my room currently. Lost a, whatever you want to call that, vocab word. One of my 2nd graders went crazy yesterday and ripped up one of my letters. That was nice of him. Instruments are still good, thank goodness, because I'm super protective. Part of my lights fell. That's good, even though I have to keep hanging it back up. This is okay. And then all of my pencils fell that were hanging up there. So I guess I have a little work to do today to clean this place up. And like my sink area is just not good. I need to like fix this whole thing because this is just a disaster. But yeah, still bright and colorful though, but definitely a mess. I just had morning duty, so I hold the door open in the front of the building where the kindergartners and 1st graders come in. And we almost had a fight already with some of the, it was a 4th grader, a 6th grader, a 1st grader, like a big old group of kids trying to fight each other. So screaming, yelling. And it's funny because the kindergartners coming in the door right where like the whole thing is happening, and they're like screaming. The kindergartners are just like trying to talk to me, like nothing's going on. They're like, hey, I had a bloody nose yesterday. I'm like, okay, that's wonderful, like get in the building, like get away. But they don't, like there's so much chaos in their like home lives and their complexes where they live in the apartments that they don't even like react to think that's like out of the normal, whereas us teachers are like freaking out, well not freaking out, but like trying to figure out who we need to get these kids or what is going on. And They're just like, hey, I got new shoes. I'm like, okay, well, please get out of the like get out of the way so you don't get hurt, silly kids. I am super excited because our ukuleles came while I was teaching kindergarten. They're so beautiful. They're little soprano ukuleles and they are adorable. They're Mitchell brand and they're pretty durable, it feels like. I played them a little bit for the kindergarten. I tuned this one. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm really excited. Look at that giant 3 stacks of boxes of ukuleles. There's like 3 or 4 in each because there's 32. I'm so excited.
I'm jealous, I'm overzealous. When I'm down, I go real down. When I'm high, I don't calm down. I get angry, baby, believe me. I can love it just like that, and I can leave it just as fast. But you don't judge me, cause if you did, baby, I would judge you too. No, you don't judge me, cause if you did, baby, I would judge you too. Cause I got issues, and you got them too. So give them all to me, and I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory.
So I have to be honest, I have absolutely zero idea where my footage from Wednesday went after this workout. I know that I recorded stuff, but none of my memory cards have it anymore, so I have literally no idea what happened to it. But you didn't really miss anything. I pretty much just went to work, had a normal day, and then went to my church choir in the evening, and nothing else other than that. So sorry, no idea where it went. Hey, good morning! I got a suction thing for my window, and it's awesome. How do I do this? Oh, wow. This is cool. Very cool. Hey. Good morning. It is Thursday. I had to think about that. So sorry for that random video in the car. I bought a car mount for my camera, which is super exciting because I spend a lot of time in the car. I live 20-30 minutes from school, depending on if it's the morning or afternoon. I travel about 30 minutes when I advise that sorority, and just a lot of driving. So there's a lot of time that like I want to tell a story or I want to talk, but I don't like having to make sure my camera doesn't fall, or it's just not safe to focus on that. So now I have a mount, so I'll just put it in before I get in the car, flip the camera on, start recording, and then just edit out whatever I don't like. And that way I'm not like distracted by keeping the camera in place or anything like that. So I'm super excited. I also got a new memory card, 32 gigs, and it came on Saturday, but I didn't get to pick it up till yesterday. Today is an exciting day. It's the first day of choir. Have a bunch of my permission slips here. So far I have 12 kids signed up, which is not a lot. I would like a lot more. There's 30 spots maximum. I think what I'm gonna do is let them still join by next week, because I think if I make it really fun today, and yes, I might bribe them by giving them something out of the toolbox, but I would probably have done that anyways because I just love them. But I think I'll make it really fun today so that the kids come to school tomorrow and they're like, oh my gosh, like that was fun. So then other kids sign up and hopefully we hit our max by next week. It's not an issue of kids not being interested. They are so interested. Every single class, almost every kid has taken multiple permission slips. It's an issue of they're in 4th grade, then they're forgetting to bring it home and get it signed and bring it back. Or they're getting it signed, they're not bringing it back, or they're not taking it and giving it to their parents. And then they're like, oh no, I forgot again for like the 3rd week in a row. So it's not that they're not interested, which is good because they could be uninterested, and that's not the case. It's just that they are scatterbrained. They're 4th graders, and there's really no way for me to like communicate with the parents. That's easy, so I'm just leaving it up to the kids. So I'm gonna extend the like deadline to next Thursday, and I think a couple of the kids that are like super interested, especially the boys, because I only have like 2 or 3 boys right now, which isn't bad for 12 kids. It's not all girls. I'm gonna extend it and call a couple of families who the kids are really interested and might just keep forgetting and be like, hey, your kid really wants to do choir, make sure the permission slip comes back by next Thursday, something like that. So I'm really excited. We have a lot of possible opportunities. My dad works at a college, he's a professor, so he said that we might be able to do national anthem at a basketball game there. We could have done a football game, but it was just too quick of a turnaround for planning the bus and all that stuff. And yeah, there's just a lot of opportunities for these kids, so I'm very excited. As you can see, ukuleles are still packed. I think tomorrow, because the kids I'll see tomorrow, it's the second time I've seen them this week. They're gonna be like a week ahead, and I think I'm gonna have my older kids, if they want, I'm not gonna make them, but if they want, I'm gonna have them help me unpack the ukuleles, because that's a lot of ukuleles and I have to tune them all too. So if they unpack them, then I can tune them, and then that's a good learning experience for them too, understanding tuning, and I'll make it an option. I'm not gonna make them do that because they might want to play the orff instruments like we're supposed to be doing, but if they don't really care, especially 6th grade, because it's right in the morning and they're usually tired and lazy, I'm going to give them that option tomorrow, and we'll see. I'll put on obviously some videos or something while we're doing it, because they're not just going to be unpacking, but since they're a week ahead, they might enjoy that. Honestly, they'll feel cool like being the people who unpack the ukulele, so I'll see what they want to do tomorrow, but I have lesson planned if they don't want to do that, obviously. But yeah, I'm so excited. I need to think of a really creative way to send a thank you to our arts director guy that's been getting me all these instruments. He actually was one of my administrators at my high school. He was the arts director there, and now he's over the whole district, so he's been helping out so much. He does an amazing job. I need to figure out a cool like giant card that I can get my kids to sign, but I don't know how to do that. I think it'd be really cool if I could do something with like thumbprints and then make them into music notes. That'd be really cool. That's a good idea. I just thought of that. I just need to get like poster board this weekend. Oh, I'm excited.
But you don't judge me, 'cause if you did, baby, I would judge you too. No, you don't judge me, 'cause if you did, baby, I would judge you too. 'Cause I got issues and you got them too, so give them all to me and I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory of all your problems, 'cause we got the kind of love it takes.
Okay, so this is like the best day ever, because when I was at my duty this morning, I found out that 2 of the 2nd grade classes were going on a field trip today, and one of them is the one that I have today, so I just get lucky today and get a double clam bell, which literally never happens. So I'm so excited. I know I'm like lame for being really excited, but I am. So yes, I'm gonna get a bunch of work done today. Why is this out of focus? Lord almighty. I'm gonna get a bunch of work done today, and why is it going in and out of focus? Hello. And I'm so excited. I'm going to use my time very, very, very wisely. Alright, I made it through Thursday. I'm about to practice some ukulele, and then after school I have my choir, and then it'll be time for me to go home. And then at 7 p.m. I have a meeting about the camp I'm going to be attending in a couple weeks. And that's it. And at 7 I'm going to Panera, so I don't need to eat dinner because I'll just go get it there. And then tomorrow I realize is double kindergarten day, so I don't start till I don't have my first bell. I have plan bell first, so I'm gonna bring some coffee, relax, do some work, and get my Friday started out really chill. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, Wow, look at that. So I'm using my, I don't know what you call it. It's hooked up by a suction cup. That's the thing holding my camera. It's freaking sweet. I guess this is an okay angle. At least you can see my face a little bit better. So today, by the way, I'm in stop and go traffic on the highway. That's super annoying because it's already a later day because I had choir, and I'm like, I just want to go home, so I know now not to come this way when I'm coming home at this time. But had choir today. We were missing 2 kids, or no, 4 kids, because they either forgot or were on the announcements said they needed to go on the bus or whatever. And So I had 12 or 14, I had 12 kids today. Usually there will be 16. Actually, there will probably be more because there were still kids saying they're going to sign up. So I told them they can have till next Thursday to give me their papers, but they weren't allowed to come today, obviously, if I didn't have their paper. But it was so fun. I picked them up and took them to the bathroom. Then we went in and we did jump in, jump out, since they're not all in the same classes. They pretty much all know each other, but they're not all together all day, so it's interesting to like reintroduce themselves to each other. And then I showed them a few videos because some of them, like, you know, they don't know what choir is. We don't have one at the school, so unless they've seen a high school performance or go to church and see the church choir, they don't have a frame of reference for like what we're going to be doing. So I showed them a video of the I think it's PS 22. It's a New York public school choir. They sit in like auditorium seats if you've ever seen them, but they're great, and they're mostly minorities like my kids, so they could like relate to it. So I showed them that video. They watched Firework. They thought it was so awesome. Some of them had seen it before, which was cool. And then I showed them just the regular national anthem with like the lyrics so that they could figure out the song that we're going to be singing, and most of them recognized it. Then I showed them an a cappella version of the national anthem, and they thought that was so cool. So then I showed them a pentatonics video because I wanted to show them like really cool a cappella music, and they thought that was awesome. I showed them Cheerleader. And then I started teaching them the sign language to the national anthem. They learned about more than half of it, not to the point where they could like perform it or anything, but they're picking it up. And then the one thing I had to address was that as soon as I asked them to sing, which they didn't really seem too shy to do, which was great, the girls were like belting and like not even in tune belting, if you know what I mean. Like little kids hearing belters trying to imitate it belting. And so I had to tell them, I was like, look, so here's the thing. When your parents come to watch your concerts, we don't want them to be able to hear your voice. I don't want them to be able to say, oh, that's Tamila. So you need to make sure that we all sound like one voice together. And I explained it that way. And I said, so sometimes that might mean for some of us we have to sing a little bit softer. So let's all try to sing this a little bit softer. And then they sang it softer, and it sounded beautiful because they were just being too loud and they couldn't sing in tune being that loud. But they're just repeating what they hear on the radio all the time, which is loud, brash, auto-tuned belting. But they sounded so cute when I had them singing in their nice, beautiful head voices. So we did the sign language and national anthem, and then at the end, and there was a mom, like my door is all windows, and then apparently there's a mom there like taking pictures of them, which is so cute just to think that she's like so happy to see her kid in that she's taking a picture and probably like putting it on Facebook or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. So then at the end, I just told them about how it's a privilege and like they have to have good behavior in my room and in all their classes and everything. And then I reminded them that we still have 14 spots, so if any of your friends want to come. And then we said you can only miss 3 choir practices between now and Christmas, although that's a lot, so hopefully they don't miss 3. But I mean, they're little kids, they can't really, it's not their fault if they're missing, it's their parents' fault. But they were like, that sounds fair. I was like, does that sound fair or not fair? They were like, oh, that sounds fair. And I'm like, okay. Then I just gave them a piece of chocolate because they were good. And they're such good kids. Like, I enjoy being there an extra hour because that's just another reminder of why I really enjoy doing what I do, even though I don't have to do this, but I choose to do this because I enjoy it. But yeah, it was a successful choir. We have another practice next week. I tried to make this one really fun so that they would tell their friends that it was so fun, so that tomorrow and over the weekend they'll get hopefully more people signed up, because I'd prefer to have more like 30, because then at performances I don't have to worry too much about them projecting and stuff. If I keep it to 14, it's like I want a few more, because we don't always know if we'll have microphones where we are or whatever. So, but it went really well. The rest of my day was fine. No big issues. Tomorrow, I think I already mentioned, is double kindergarten, so I have my planning bell in the morning, and I'm excited because it's going to be a Friday and maybe a jeans day. But if it's not a jeans day, I have to dress decent because we're going to see Wicked tomorrow night. Tomorrow's going to be awesome because it's double kindergarten day, which I love. It might be a jeans day, which I love. Since it's double kindergarten day, I'm going to get myself a nice big coffee at Dunkin' and enjoy it during my morning plan bell. It's going to be so relaxing. And then after school, I'm meeting some of my teachers from my old school for drinks, and I'm super excited to see them and just hear how it's going and how some of my kids are, because I had told you in another vlog that I met with the guy who took over my job, But like, I really want to know how some of my kids are doing, like specific kids, and he didn't really know them well enough to know who I was talking about, so they'll know who they are and they'll be able to tell me like, oh, he's got himself in trouble, probably, or like they're doing well, or whatever. So I'm excited to see them and just hear about the school and stuff. And then my mom and Brandon and I are meeting up and going to Wicked. It was a last minute ticket decision that I bought on like Monday, because I was like, you know what, I haven't seen Wicked since like 10th grade. It's not here that often, like we're going. So I just bought his tickets, and then my mom the next day won tickets for like 2 weeks from now, which I'm not complaining about at all, because I will totally go again. So we're gonna see if Brandon likes it, and if he wants, he can go back with me, or if he doesn't, then me and my mom are gonna see it twice, because it'll probably be another cast anyways, because they switch casts all the time. But yeah, so I'm super excited for tomorrow. We're gonna see Wicked, and then on Saturday we're going to Kings Island and going to the Halloween haunt there, and then on Sunday I have church, and then in the evening I have to do stuff for FIMU over at NKU, so it should be a pretty fun, busy weekend. Today, I'm on my way home. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning when I get home, mostly dishes, they're a mess, and then head out to Panera to meet with my woman camp group, because we're meeting at 7 p.m. But I'm gonna try to go a little bit earlier and just get some food and do some work, because I don't want to be like sitting there eating a sandwich during our meeting. Like, I feel like that's pretty rude. So I'm gonna take my computer and probably do some editing, because I'm just gonna make this, you'll know by now because you've watched it, but this is gonna be a double 2-week vlog, because I missed posting my vlog last week because we went out of town and I had no cell phone service. So I was like, I'll just make it a 2-week vlog. It'll probably be long, but you guys love me, right? Maybe not. Is anybody even watching this? Who knows? If you're watching this, comment your favorite color in the comments. I'm just kidding, but do it, because I want to know your favorite color. But anyways, so yeah, that's what's on the agenda. I'm loving this camera thing, because I could just talk all day to you guys, and this traffic stinks, so this is making it a lot better. But yes, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Oh, these are nice and crooked, great. So change of plans since the last time I updated you, which was literally like 20 minutes ago. Checked my email, found out that they are offering this woman camp meeting on Monday too, and that's when my sister can go, because we're in the same group. So I'm just gonna go Monday, because that's silly for me to go today when she's going Monday, and I'm free then. So now I'm picking up BV, and we are going to Chick-fil-A, because it was just built like 10 minutes away from us, and we're so excited. I've been there once already, but I don't think he's been there yet. And I am gonna film his reaction when he gets in the car and sees my new camera thing, because he is gonna be so unimpressed and say something very hater-ish. Not that he's against me filming, but he just thinks I'm so extra, which I like am, but also like, oh wow, you know. Oh my gosh, get in it, stupid papers. This is the last of my mineral water for my cleanse, and I'm not buying any more, or my distilled water with mineral in it. I'm not buying any more before tomorrow, because the last day is tomorrow. And it's almost over, and I am ready for it to be over. Alright, here we go. Lumu's in the car.
I'm not. What the hell are you listening to?
Wicked, we're going to see it tomorrow. The one more, I'm so good.
Isn't it about witches and shit?
You're so unobservant. Did you not realize this was here?
How is that not distracting?
Living life. I told him I was going to turn it on so to hear you talk crap about it when you got in the car. I'm surprised you actually didn't really talk crap. Mumu likes it. He's like, oh, I'm on camera. This is wonderful. I love being on camera.
Your way?
I don't know. I have ADHD. I'm always distracted, so one more thing isn't really that bad. Are you excited to be in the car, Moo? Cane's is being built right here on this corner. Brandon's upset because they're not working fast enough.
They're just standing around. Now it's gonna be late. They have no respect for us. Jesus.
Hold on to him. Bruiser, are you excited to be at Chick-fil-A? Happy Friday! It's National Coffee Day, so you know I'm at Dunkin'. I'm getting a large for me, and I get a free medium, so I told Brandon I'm an awesome girlfriend. I'm gonna bring it back to him at the apartment, because Dunkin's actually out of the way for me now. I have to go that way, and then go back that way past my apartment to get to the highway, so I'm being an awesome person, and getting us both Dunkin'.
Good morning, thanks for Dunkin'. This is Margie. How may I help you?
Hi Margie, can I get a large hot coffee with pumpkin swirl, and a medium hot coffee with hazelnut?
No cream, no sugar?
Can I get cream in both?
In both? Yeah, of course. What else are we doing, sweetie?
That's it. Oh wait, can I get 2 glazed donuts? Sorry.
You sure can. Now let me just let you know today's National Coffee Day, so that medium one is going to be free.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, sweetie, if that completes your order, you're in. Go ahead and come around the window. I got to take that coffee off, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Margie. Happy Friday again, even though I've already talked to you. Just did my morning duty. I was rushing around before it. I almost luckily they ring a bell. I wouldn't have missed it, but I almost forgot about it a little bit. So yeah, it's been crazy. I've been doing a bunch of stuff, tuning this ukulele because I can do it by ear pretty well, but I knew it was a little bit off, and when I used my tuner that I finally remembered to bring in, it was a little bit off. So now I'm going to see if my 5th graders want to help me unpack them, and maybe the 4th graders too, and then I'll tune them while they're unpacking them, so then we can use them quicker if we get them all set up quicker. That would be fabulous. And yeah, I'm excited because it's my plan bill now. I don't have to start my day with 6th grade, which is wonderful. I'm a huge morning person, so getting time in the morning to be productive is way more helpful to me than an afternoon planning bell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some work. If I have any extra time, I'm going to start editing, and then yay! I am so exhausted. Today was just I don't know what was wrong with me. I felt really super deathly hungry in the mid morning. I don't know what that was because I ate breakfast, so I don't know. And my patience was just really low by 1st and 2nd grade, because that's after I have 5 bells in a row. Then I had lunch and I was fine, came back, 3rd grade was fine. Then both my kindergarten classes were just crazy. One of the kindergarten classes, I had to physically restrain a child for 5 minutes while she screamed bloody murder because she threw multiple things at my walls, breaking stuff, was screaming at the top of her lungs. The kids were like, call security, you have to call the police on her. That's what we always do, because apparently she reacts like this often. And I know her from doing daycare pickup every day. So I kept holding her and I was like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. You are not in trouble, but you will be if you don't calm down. You need to calm down. And she was screaming and screaming. And finally she stopped, and I told her, I said, if you throw this, I am going to call security to remove you. And I gave her one of the calming corner things, and she sat there and she did not throw it. So then I went and she was sitting there and she wasn't moving. And she hit me a couple times too, but she's 5, she didn't hurt me, and I was able to restrain her easily without having to try hard or anything. But then she...
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. And so yeah, I'll see her at daycare pickup today, so that'll be interesting. But I don't know, she's kindergarten, so she honestly might have forgot by then, or doesn't remember it well. But I found out later, I told her teacher what happened, and she knew exactly what kind of outburst I was talking about. And she said I can call Children's Home, which is one of our therapy units that we have on site. It's in-house hospitalization and stuff, so that makes sense that she meets with them. So she's probably has some sort of maybe emotional disturbance or trauma or something like that, which makes sense as to why she reacted like that. I don't know if I said why she did that. She did that because I asked her to change her seat because she was getting into an issue with another kid. They were arguing, or I can't remember if they hit each other or what. If they hit each other, it was it wasn't an aggressive hit or anything, but I told her to move. She said no. I said then that's gonna be a card flip, and then she lost it. So whatever consequence she gets from getting a color change at school, which means they're not green, they had a bad day, they're yellow, or they're red, is what set her off. So then, since she's kindergarten, that makes me want, you have to wonder So what happens at home if she gets a car feel, like that's where my mind goes, and that's why I didn't immediately want to call security on her, because that would have made the whole thing worse, and that's not going to help our relationship. So I'm glad I was able to diffuse the situation here without involving anyone else. That was good. Yeah. But then the second kindergarten class they were better. They were just like crazy, like lots of tears. They seem really tired today for some reason. I mean, it is Friday, so maybe that's why. But I did get 2 more choir papers today, and they're both boys, so that's exciting. So I now have 18 members in the choir, and like 8 of them are boys, I think. So that's pretty good. Not bad at all. Pretty good numbers. And yeah, I'm super pumped about that. So I'm exhausted, and my throat hurts so bad. I'm going to do my afternoon duty and then get my stuff and go to this bar I'm meeting. It's like a restaurant bar. I'm meeting some teachers from my old school there, and then I'm gonna go hang out with my mom until it's time to see Wicked tonight. So woohoo. I'm so tired. If you watch this whole video, thank you so much. Subscribe, because I post videos 2 times a week. Sorry, last week I messed up. That's why this is like a double long video, because it's 2 weeks of vlogging, and I will promise not to do that again. It's just because I was out of town in a place with no service. That was interesting. And be on the lookout for that vlog, because I vlogged that whole trip. I will post that sometime this weekend, and then another weekly vlog and another vlog from the summer, I think, next week. So thank you for tuning in. Hit a like if you relate to any of these crazy things I've been through in the past 2 weeks, because it always makes me feel better to know I'm not the only one. And I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are.